My name is Safia Shah. I'm a writer. I write both for children and I write short stories for adults. I've written for many, many, many years. I used to be a journalist, and then I had a shop in the East End, and I've just always loved writing. The book I've written, Around the World in 80 Years, is a mad, mad, eccentric romp, really. It starts with a character called Carnaby Street, and she lives in Morocco, of all places, with her reasonably normal family. What is abnormal is she has a pet aardvark, 10 tiny tortoises, a very, very sneaky ginger cat called Martin, who ends up running away with the milkman. Where she's called Carnaby Street, her brother is called Oxford Street. Her father is writing a sequel to Casablanca, which is how come they are in Morocco. Strangely, then my brother went on to write a sequel to Casablanca, so it's a bit strange.
My new book, Casablanca Blues.
Into their world starts to come, one by one, their relatives. The first relative to arrive is Carter, her cousin, who is a very cautious soul. He arrives with his hopelessly romantic mother, his very monosyllabic father, and his very extrovert, highly extrovert sister. Then the story really starts. So once we have Carter and Carnaby, Oxford, and Flo in the house, the next relative that arrives is Great Aunt Amelia, and she is just loopy. It was very easy to write the Amelia character because my real Aunt Amina is the most extraordinary and eccentric person I think I've ever met. First thing she does when she arrives in Carnaby's house is she cooks a meal just using potatoes. And she then follows this with a slideshow of her travels, and she follows this with knitting many, 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 many hats. These were the easiest scenarios to write because they actually happened. They were family stories of mine. And there's a mad knitting competition at the end between Carnaby's mother, who is a mathematical genius but happens to look like, well, she looks like a beauty queen, a beauty pageant queen, but she's also a mathematical whiz. The thing I love about old words, and these are really, really great words like quaggy and snurtle and blatteroon and a million, there's so many great old words. When you're a child, you are open to new ideas. You are open to looking at the world in any which way you want to. You can interpret the world how you want, you can make it yours. And often, a lot of what we teach children is to be safe or is to travel in a certain way. To be honest, children are probably much better travelers than any of us. Children who embrace the world and just run with it are going to, through their sense of curiosity and just natural scrutiny, are going to get so much out of the world. And my Aunt Amina showed us that. She does it. She has a very childlike quality, which is really just to look and observe, but play with things, play with the world, and have fun with it.